Hello traders, Mike Mohebi here. Today is 3rd of October, it's 7 past 6 a.m. in Melbourne, Australia, and it's 8 p.m. in London and 3 p.m. in New York, Eastern Standard Time. Of course, it's 2nd of October in Melbourne and in London and New York. Okay, let's take a look at the market. It was a very fantastic weekend. So many things happened in the market, especially in Bitcoin. Bitcoin gained a lot of power after the US dollar just mixed. It was bullish against some pairs, currencies, and it was bearish against some others. So Bitcoin, especially against the US, against the Japanese yen, gained a lot of power, and that was very good. And of course, purchasing managers announced that this is the 100th consecutive month that the economy is going good. So US dollar actually gained a lot of power. Before I start analyzing the charts, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, this is a daily live trading analysis. If you want to follow me, if you want to see how I trade, you can subscribe to my channel and click on that bell icon, so you will get notified as soon as I publish a video, and you can jump on the charts and just see what happens, and you can get into the market if there's a good signal. So subscribe, and if you have any question, please ask in the comment section below, or you can register to my website to download my indicators. There's a link in the description. And yeah, that's it. Okay, this is oil. Oil is just like dropping after it picked through this resistance line here, and it touched around 52.5, yes, 52.6, and then it's going down now. Is this gonna stop here because we have a strong resistance line and it touched this 21 moving average? All indicators showing that it's gonna go down, but we just wait. If it breaks this resistance and this moving average, we get in, but if not, probably it's not a good time. It's just like here, you see, there's a strong bearish candle. After that, we had 1 day of resistance, and then it break through. It's too late to get into the market here, okay, because the trend didn't continue. And some of you may say, oh, we have to get in there and just capture like 150 pips. Yeah, it's good, but if the trend doesn't continue, no matter what happens, it's just like you're gonna be out. It's gonna take your stop loss. So we need something like this, okay? It picked through, comes back, and then again, and then we get in and we ride this wave. So we wait, okay? We need a confirmation that the trend has started and it's gonna continue for a while. I'm gonna keep an eye on oil. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, the day after tomorrow. Hopefully it's gonna get a good signal and we're gonna get in, but at the moment just kind of wait. I don't want to like a choppy market like here. You see, it's too many signals here. Every time it's gonna take your stop loss and you're gonna lose a lot. Maybe you get this trend, okay, but you've lost 2, 3, 4 trades, and all of them, adding up those stop losses. Even this big trend is not gonna compensate for all those losses. So we just wait. We prefer to capture a wave late, but still we don't lose much. Okay, that's what even Warren Buffett said. The first rule of success in the market is just you don't lose money, and the second rule of success is that you don't forget the first rule. Okay, that's what everybody knows. Okay, we keep our position here. You know, not being in the market is a position. Just remember that. Many traders don't know that if I'm not in the market, I don't have any position. You have a position, and that's a safe position. Okay, this is the third position that everybody must know about. When you keep your capital safe, it's a position. You're not losing anything, okay? Next day, there's gonna be always these signals coming on, okay? Don't worry if you lose one, if you miss one, it's okay. Next one is coming. But if you're in the wrong signal, if you're in the wrong trend, you're gonna lose a lot. Okay, just keep your capital safe as long as there is no signal, we just stay away from the market. And if something happened, there's a good signal and it's confirmed, we just get in. Yeah, it may gonna come back against us and we're gonna lose again, but at least we just try to add all of these odds to turn this odd again in our favor. Okay, so when you add these up, you're gonna increase the edge that you're gonna win, and that's how you you turn the 50-50 chance of a trend into is like 60-40 or 70-30, or maybe even you can get 75 or 80%. That's the best. Okay, so 80% you're gonna win, 20% you're gonna lose. Yeah, maybe even 2-3 times in a row you're gonna lose. That 20% can happen in 3 times in a row, 4 times in a row, but that 80% gonna compensate one of those 80% gonna compensate for 1 or 2 or 3 4 losses. So keep that in mind. Stay away from the market if you don't have a clear signal according to your system. All right, let's move to the next one. Next one is gold. As you can see, this is what I'm talking about. Say this candle here broke through these 2 moving averages, but the next one came back, but the third one had a signal. The fourth one is a bullish candle, but it's still, because the next one closed under the open of the previous one, probably this is the best spot that you can enter the market, and you could ride this way 460 pips. Very strong and confirmed trend. Easily you can just sit back and relax if this small retrace didn't take you out. At the moment, I think we're gonna have a little bit of a resistance close to this area, because we have 2 resistance lines, and this is an event area. It's very strong area. Let me zoom out, you can see. So every time price gets close to this area, as you can see, 1 2 3, every time market's gonna have a little bit of a either pullback or a resistance here, like here. So we just wait. Maybe the trend changes and goes up, maybe it goes down, but at the moment Treasury is supporting US dollar, and they say that they're gonna hike the rates. It's less than 1.25 at the moment, and probably they're gonna move it to above 1.25, less than 1.5. That's what they but what they really do, we don't know. We just have to wait and see. So this is gonna continue around this area. We're gonna have a signal, probably maybe buy signal or sell confirmation. So we just wait. Silver is the same. It broke this major resistance line and it's going down still. This is a signal for us. Remember, this closed under the open of the previous one, just like this one, just like that one. So it's a signal for those who are trend followers and continue trade. This is a good signal, and you can ride this wave down here. Maybe I enter a small amount, 0.1, just to check the validity of my analysis. I want to see how accurate I am and how accurate this signal is. So I enter there. So we're gonna check this signal later on. Silver versus US dollar is the same, though it has a small resistance area here. As you can see, we have some resistance here, 2 3 4 5, and this is the 6th time. But this is a bearish move, the bearish candle, and it shows that the sellers are pushing the price down. So at the moment, this is a sell signal for us. We can enter. Let me apply the template. As you can see, 0 lag MACD is under 0, and this is a bearish trend, and it's gonna continue. As you can see, the previous time it continued for at least, it's like 40 days. So more than a month and a half, about a month and a half. So this is not a small resistance. Maybe it's a pullback for a big trend, but yeah, it's a sell signal. GBP USD, fantastic move. It opened with a big gap, about 25 pips, and yeah, it just moved very strong. So I moved my stop loss almost to the close of the last week, and the other one as well. I have two positions. It's a very good profit I locked in. First one is about 145 pips. The second trade I have is about 88 pips. Not bad, it's very good. Maybe even we can enter another one, but this is a very big one. Maybe we have a pullback after that, so I just don't want to lose any money on this. I keep my two positions. Hopefully you have these positions as well, and it's a nice profit. It's very good to see your analysis works. You know, this pin bar here is a very big one, and I told you that it's gonna pull back on midway. If you remember, I said that you're gonna have a pending order half or 38% of the pin bar. So the market, if the market pulls back, which normally it does, so you're gonna have another position in a very better reward to risk ratio. If you remember, I put my stop loss up there 100 pips, and then so that's 500, so it's 5 to 1 risk to reward ratio, reward to risk ratio, which is fantastic, the best. And now I locked in some profit, and I'm not gonna lose any money on this. Very great position, this one. It's about 111, 115 pips that I leave this room for the market fluctuations. I don't want to get stopped out. This is a very strong trend, and I'm gonna be in it for a long time. Next one, EuroCAD. Probably this is a buy signal for us. The previous candle, as you can see, market touched down this resistance line, went up, touched down again, and it's going up now. So this low is a higher low than the previous one, and this shows that the small trend is starting. Zero lag MACD crossed above zero line, and it shows that the market's going as a bullish move. Stochastic is kind of confused still. So as you can see, the market couldn't break this, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna go up around this area. Let's have a small trade and this one. So it's a very good move. I'm gonna put my stop loss down there, and I just put a normal target. Okay, this is not a calculated target, anything. I just put it there so to have something as a goal. But this is, I think it's a tomorrow, and then tomorrow next days it's gonna go up. That's what I expect. GBP CHF, it touched down, very big pin bar. This shows that the market is kind of gained a bottom, a resistance area, because this is a strong resistance line. It just marked the price acted very strongly to this resistance line. I think this move is because of the Swiss franc just devalued the currency. Well, the franc just lost some power, let's say that, because this is CHF Japanese yen. As you can see, this is falling. As I expected, it's gonna go up, but it didn't. So it fell today, and it shows that the Swiss franc is losing some power. And in this pair as well, it's gonna go up. So it's a signal. I don't know yet. It looks like it's a signal, but we just wait. If the market pulls back and tomorrow is confirmed that this gonna go up, we can close our sell positions. And yeah, I'm gonna tighten my stop losses a little bit, so I don't want to lose much on these trades. I have two positions, so let's see, CHF JPY, no, GBP CHF, GBP, yeah, here. Still at like $60 profit both of these, but this doesn't look good. I'm gonna keep it until something happens. Maybe it's just a false signal, and it's gonna take all the stop losses, and the market's gonna continue its wave, its trend all the way. So we just stay in it, see what happens. Euro GBP, after this fantastic drop, the market is gaining some power to come back. Maybe it's a pullback, but this is a very strong resistance line. As you can see, so many fluctuations around this area, and I said that this is a flag, but this flag didn't work and it's just not confirmed. It pulled back the price. Probably some people who have some positions, their stop losses is taken, and yeah, we just wait till this trend confirms which way it's gonna go. CAD JPY, I have a small position here to follow this trend, and I think this is a kind of a bearish trend. It started very strong resistance line here, but yeah, still going down. All the indicators show that the market's going down, and it's a maybe it's a pullback like here, but we're gonna catch a small trend. So we just wait, see what happens. I think there's a channel forming here, but the channel is toppling down. You see, this one is a very strong trend line. Probably we can draw a line here, something like that. So when this channel is narrow and getting closer and closer, something's gonna happen. Maybe the market moves back. Maybe this is gonna form a very big head and shoulders, but we just wait. This is a sell signal actually, but it's a very strong resistance in the way. If it breaks that, we're gonna be in a good position. AUD JPY is still the same, like Canadian dollar Japanese yen, it's the same. So Japanese yen is acting very strangely, and it's pushing all the prices down. It's getting some power after some months of losing power. AUD USD the same. I have one small position. We have 2 pin bars here. This shows that the market's gonna go back. It didn't touch my target, and it was not a very big target. It was like 130 pips. No, sorry, it was 190 pips, 195. Still going good. So if Japanese yen gets stronger, it means the Australian dollar is gonna devalue their currency after that. That's what I've seen so far. So if Australian dollar loses some power and US dollar gains some power, which is the case this week, I expect that this pair is gonna drop. So this is a kind of a small things that the buyer's trying to do, but I don't think it's gonna hold. So we just keep these positions just the way they are. See what happens during this week. GBP JPY is showing a very strong signal here. I'm gonna have a small position, maybe 5 micro lots. I'm gonna sell. I put my stop loss on top. I don't have it. Maybe this candle here is a very normal target for us, so I'm gonna put my target down there, but it's not a strong one, so we just keep it as it is. Euro USD, finally Euro USD showed some sell signal again. I'm not sure about this. It's a very resistance fluctuation here, so I just want to keep it as it is, but it shows that after this big move, it's gonna drop. You know, these small movements are nothing compared to the big picture. It's gonna drop, I think so. This is a 1 2 3 4, maybe it moves back, makes another shoulder here, but that's what it is. I think it's gonna drop there. So Euro USD, because USD is gaining power and Euro is just not strong enough after the elections in Germany. So I think this pair is gonna drop. Euro USD is going down. USD CAD, fantastic move, still moving on. I have a good position. I move my stop loss to break even some lock in some profits. It's not big, it's about 30 pips, maybe more even. I put it on this resistance here, so you can do that as well. It's a very good move, and it's gonna continue. If you remember, I just put the normal target there on top of this candle. I didn't want to have a kind of calculation. There's nothing for me here, only this small pin bar here. and I just put, even this target is a little bit farther than what I normally do. It's close to 423 level, but yeah, I just keep it that way. And the last pair is CHF-JPY, which I said that the Swiss franc is losing some power. So this is probably the only trade that is going against us. Where is it? CHF, this one. As you can see, it's my biggest loss. But overall, it's good. It's $1,140. I'm still in profit. I have locked in so many of these trades, except this one. Maybe it's a loser. Maybe it comes back. These pin bars are very strong signal for me, but this is a pullback that I didn't expect. So I keep my position here. My stop loss is the same. So I'm not gonna touch it. So if the market moves back, I'm happy to take that loss, because I don't reanalyze what I expect in this pair. I keep it that way, and I think still there's a room for growing up, so I just keep it. Alright guys, this was for today, and hopefully you have some positions and locked some profits and move your stop losses. Very good week start for us, and very good signals. We had a couple of signals today. So again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and click on that bell icon, so you will get notified. This is a live trading session, and I upload it exactly after I recorded. If you have any question, please ask in the comment section below, and I put a link for some of you who need these indicators. You can search Google, it's easily can be found, but if you don't want to take the hassle of searching Google, I just put a link there, so go to my website and download my indicators. And yeah, thanks so much for your support and watching my analysis, and have a nice week.